Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to create this area here beneath the headlamp. We just refer to this area as the headlamp area. Everything is based on this curve here. It's what we refer to as a critical curve. If this curve is absolutely right in all views, then it's possible to build the surfaces on the wheel arch, which come later. It's also possible to attain curvature, G3 curvature, as these surfaces flow into each other. However, if this curve is wrong, then we can't construct this part of the car. In F6 we can see that it's a natural curve. It follows this shut line, in fact, parting line. And there are two other curves which I've purposely made a different colour so that we can see them. This curve is the top of the apron, front apron, and this curve is an arbitrary curve, but it does start from that point there, which is the corner of the front headlamp. This curve is included in the starter stage. Getting the curve correct in this view is not difficult. Whereas if we look closely here in F9, there is actually nothing really to tell you where to place the curve. The first job is to run this curve from the corner of the grille surround surface around, passing through the end of the provided curve, around to the wheel arch flange there. Look at that in F5, and here we see this is the edge of the wheel arch flange. Not very clear in this view, and this is the edge of the grille surround panel as it comes around there, and that's the point. Okay, it's a degree 5 single span curve, and it's not a railway curve. It sharpens up in the middle there. This is the phase 1 model. I want you to take note of the fact that the degree of curvature increases here towards the middle of the curve and decreases there. And also it's important to notice that the top curve, which runs through the sort of bottom of the headlamp, has a very similar characteristic. If that wasn't the case, then we'd be fighting with the highlights on the headlamp panel. When we're building this curve, we have to think not only does it connect to the vertical curve, but we have to think that it's going to run into the eyebrow here on the fender and connect to the wheel arch flange there. So I in fact make the curve to that point there, although you'll have to make the curve to here, but still bear in mind when you look in top view that it's going to have to run through with G3 curvature to that point there. Okay, so I'm going to do, that's a template, so I'm going to pick the template and make the template there, so I get back to the, so what I had originally was a curve running through there, and then I detached the curve at that point and attached it to the blue curve. So if I put a comb on there, I would expect it to show us, yes, that we have G3 running right through there. So although you're only working to that point, you're not going beyond it, you still have to plan for that. You can in fact put a little helper curve in there to where you imagine this point to be, and on the phase 1 model that's actually good enough. And then look at the character of this curve and that curve, and you see we've done the same thing there.